Welcome to the mood swings of autumn. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. Temperatures this week, they are all over the place. We've got a cold change coming in right now. Tuesday's the coldest day of the week for the South Island. Some places only getting to about 7 or 8 degrees today. But by Saturday, those same places could be hitting 20 degrees. Likewise, the North Island's got a cold change that peaks on Wednesday for you. And again, by the end of this week, you're warmer than average. In fact, by this Friday, 95% of the country will be warmer than average. So let's take a look and see what is going on. Typical autumn weather. High pressure up here in the brighter colours, low pressure in the dark blue purple colouring down here around the Southern Ocean and up around New Zealand. But it's starting to move east. That means we're now getting the colder southerly flow. And as I say, it peaks today in the South Island and peaks Wednesday in the north. But look at the temperature trends. This is today. Much cooler than average in the dark blue. You're leaning 4 to 8 degrees below normal. Some of those places are today not going to make double digits. But like I say, we'll be closer to 20 by Saturday. In the North Island, a large portion of the lower North Island becoming colder than average, especially as that cold air moves northwards. Now compare today with tomorrow. This is Wednesday. Look at the South Island, already warming up, not back to normal, but actually warmer than normal, 2, 3, maybe 4 degrees above average by tomorrow. But the North Island's definitely on the other side, leaning cooler as that southerly change peaks for you on Wednesday. So this is the Wednesday map. You can see that cooler air and the south to southeast wind. Showers or patchy rain up around the eastern side of the North Island. It'll be welcome for the dry areas. There may be some hail and the winds will be fairly cool. Now the South Island mostly dry, becoming very sunny again. And with those winds turning westerly, that's why we're going to see, after a cold start with some of you down to 0, the afternoon warming back up and quite a pleasant Wednesday afternoon on the way. By Thursday, that warmer weather spreads now into the North Island. Warmer westerlies coming through for you. It's fairly breezy, not too bad. It shouldn't be gale force for most of you, but just a little bit windy coming out of the west and really coming out of Australia. Now that's the next couple of days, but look, as we get towards the end of the week on Friday, 95% of the country should be leaning warmer than average thanks to this high, pulling out subtropical winds, pushing them into the Australian interior and then bringing them down across New Zealand as a bit of a northwest flow for some of the South Island or a warm sou'wester for the North Island. Now when I say warm, I don't necessarily mean everyone will be in shorts and t-shirts, but definitely by the end of this week, Friday, looks warmer than normal across most of the country. And it will stay that way into Sunday, although parts of the North Island, on Saturday I should say, parts of the North Island on Saturday will be maybe a little cooler because the winds look a bit lighter. And you might get some of that morning cloud and maybe a fog patch or two on Saturday with the high in charge. But those warm nor'westers continue for central and southern areas and only a bit of rain on the lower half of the west coast. So we've got a bit of rain coming between now and this is 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. The dark green and dark blue, that's the bottom of the scale. So just a couple of showers for you. But everyone else, oranges and yellows, you're getting 5, 10, 15 millimetres. And on the west coast, much heavier rain in that lower half. Obviously, no one really lives down there, but you could be seeing rainfall totals over 150 millimetres. And our final map for Sunday shows, again, light winds for the North Island. So again, maybe not quite as warm as some other areas. Further down the country, you've got the windy subtropical nor'westers in some places. And if they're not subtropical, they'll be windy westerlies straight out of the Southern Ocean. So maybe not overly warm, but not freezing cold either. And there'll be more rain and showers, mostly once more on the southern half of the west coast. Before I go, don't forget to check out ruralweather.co.nz. It is the world's largest weather data website for New Zealand. So please check it out. We've put up here Ngātere and Waikato showing today risk of a thunderstorm, rainfall totals. The grey you can see is cloud cover. And if you click these buttons at the top, you can change these graphs to show wind speeds and wind gusts, temperatures, the risk of fog, the risk of cloud or how much you might be getting. And we're even trialing this new frost forecaster. So please do take a look at ruralweather.co.nz. It is free for the rest of 2020. We'll see you tomorrow.